Patients with legitimate prescriptions turned away at a pharmacy window. Something Contact 13 has been investigating now for more than a year.
But tonight, for the first time, a former insider speaks out exclusively to Darcy Spears to expose how pharmacists are profiling people in need of pain pills.
It would be left at the pharmacist's discretion to see which prescriptions we filled and which prescriptions we didn't.
Former pharmacy tech Rosie Velasquez cared for patients from behind CVS windows for nearly 30 years. She was let go last year, but not before she saw a disturbing change.
It was difficult for everyone. Customers were going from store to store, and we could hear their frustration.
And so has Contact 13. Since late 2013, we've heard complaints about many drugstores.
I went to 5 different pharmacies.
People suffering, in desperate need of medication.
And they refused me. I went back 2 or 3 times.
But pharmacy after pharmacy denied their prescriptions for relief.
Walmart to Walmart, to a Walgreens, to a Albertsons, and back to my Walmart.
And they said, oh, sorry, we don't carry that.
Contact 13 discovered major pharmacy chains were reacting to a DEA crackdown against prescription drug abuse. Both CVS and Walgreens were slapped with massive fines. Some stores even lost their licenses to sell controlled substances. So the stores started implementing strict new procedures to fill prescriptions and started turning many patients away.
We've had patients have to go to anywhere from 5 to 10. We had one patient go to 30 pharmacies.
It was hard to get the medication because we would order 30 bottles from the manufacturer and they would only send us 10.
Rosie says she was ordered to turn away patients who came from other stores.
We would tell them that we do not have the medication in stock, and we had to lie to our customers. So I really felt bad doing that.
She says a supervisor began profiling customers.
She would take a look at them, and if they look rugged, she would say, tell them we don't have it.
What else would cause the pharmacist concern?
A youngster coming in with long hair. Yes, tattoos, definitely. Someone who actually didn't look like they were taking very good care of themselves.
Rosie says a pharmacy manager was suspicious of young adults in their 20s and 30s, even if they'd come directly from a hospital after having surgery or being injured in an accident. She was even told to turn away husbands whose wives had just had C-sections.
And here's a kicker. People who looked sick and in pain were suspect too.
Tell them we don't have it, when I knew well that we did have the drug in stock.
Sometimes pharmacies Rosie worked at were out of certain meds.
But the majority of the time, it was just refusing the customer because of what they look like.
She says the pain pills they did have were to be held for regular customers. So if that's the case, why not tell patients the truth?
Oh, we're not allowed to say anything like that. We were just allowed to say that we didn't have the medication in stock.
Many of the patients we spoke to in the last year say they were treated like addicts or
like I was a drug dealing criminal.
Rosie says there is a system in place to weed out abusers, which could be done with a few clicks on the pharmacy computer.
So we were able to tell that they were either coming from a pill mill or they were trying to get the same medication twice in a week.
CVS has never agreed to any of our requests for on-camera interviews, and this time is no different. They sent us this statement, which says in part, Ms. Velasquez's allegations are not consistent with our company's policies, procedures, or values. They add that pharmacists have a legal obligation to determine if a prescription is for legitimate use. Rosie understands the dangers of abuse, but she couldn't stand by and watch legitimate patients get caught in the middle and turned away.
We continue to hear from hundreds of patients who are still in pain and have no answers. We've been demanding answers for more than a year from the major pharmacy chains, from Nevada lawmakers, and from the Nevada State Board of Pharmacy. No one so far has proposed a meaningful solution. We will stay on this story until that happens. Darcy Spears, Channel 13, Action News.